Hello everybody, Gibzomatic here, and today I'm probably gonna be doing a review of the Last Team Standing update for Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, the Last Team Standing update came out about a week ago, almost a week ago, and I'm gonna be doing a review on it. I'm gonna be going through all of the clothes, the vehicles, the weapons, the update itself, some other stuff, and stuff like that. So, I'm going to go for the vehicles. Now, the vehicles were not the best, but they were okay. They weren't terrible, but just not my cup of tea. The Faro I really like. I actually have it in online, but I don't think I'm going to keep it for that long, just because, one, it doesn't have any customization at all, except for, like, engine and all that. But the Hakachu and the Innovation, I don't like those either, because I'm just not a big fan of, motorcycles in this game. Because I already have my baddie and I already have my ruffian. I don't really need a Hakachu, which is like $80-something thousand, and the Innovation, which is like $90,000. I'm just not a big fan of those, although I do know a lot of people who do like those vehicles. And even the Faro was like $400,000, making it the most expensive sports car in the game. I don't know why it's so expensive. It's kind of a luxury car, but that's one thing that's bad about that car. Let's go to the weapons. Now, the weapons are pretty good. You got the heavy shotgun and the marksman rifle. Now, while they're not the best weapons in the game, they're pretty good. The heavy shotgun just doesn't seem that powerful compared to the assault shotgun, which I'd say the assault shotgun's better. The heavy shotgun isn't as good, but it's still a good weapon. And the marksman rifle isn't the best as a sniper, but I'm guessing if you're not the best shot, then that might be good. But I'm so used to having like a one-shot kill heavy sniper, so I just don't like it. I would like to see if you could take off the scope on it, or just like put a smaller scope on it so that you don't zoom in. Because I don't really like that part of it, but if Rockstar did that, then I'd love that weapon. Now we'll go into clothes, and clothes are actually pretty good. They're not the best clothes, if you're kind of like, if you want to have like a t-shirt or something, and some jeans or all that. They didn't really add that, kind of like, it's not like the hipster where they add like tons of t-shirts and all that. They added more outfits, and that's pretty cool. It seems like these outfits were supposed to be in like a military DLC, they just wouldn't fit, because of the LTS update. And this is a pretty cool update for clothes. It didn't add the most clothes, although there are some pretty cool combinations. Also, there's gloves, but for some reason the gloves you can't put on with your character unless you have an outfit, which kind of sucks. Hopefully Rockstar fixes that, because I'm pretty sure that's just a glitch. But the clothes are pretty good. Now we'll go into the update itself, and the creator was probably the big part of this. The LTS creator did do a few LTS creations. I did about 5 or so, and it was actually pretty fun. It wasn't, amazing. I mean, LTSs aren't the biggest thing in GTA, but it was fun, and I have seen some other creations by people that are just so cool. Like, it's something, the community could do, and I feel like that. Also, some other stuff in the patch notes of tanks and all that. There's a first-person mode in tanks. On the mini-map, it will show planes and helicopters and all that. Snapmatic, the double tap on Snapmatic has been removed, or you can at least turn it off. All that kind of stuff is very cool, and I think that was a good part of the DLC. And another thing is, at the event weekend, I only did the playlist once. And whenever I did it, it was just to get the mask, and I only did it with, like, one of my friends, in a live stream, because nobody else would join, so it's just like a 1v1 each time. And that kind of sucked, because I would like to have done it, with max people, but for some reason, like, I couldn't get into a lobby. Like, it would start, and then just kick me out. So that was kind of bad, but the event weekend wasn't terrible. I wish I would have tried to get a crate to get a special, like, one of the t-shirts, but the t-shirt isn't the best. And the mask was pretty cool, but I'm just not a big fan of mask. Some of the other stuff, I believe some stuff was discounted, and just all that was pretty cool. So overall, I think the DLC was good, but not the best. It wasn't the best DLC. I still think the High Life or the Hipster are both better than this, and even the business update was probably better. But it wasn't a bad DLC by any stretch. It wasn't terrible. And I heard a lot of people say that this DLC was the worst, which I don't think is the worst. I guess some people would, if they're not into LTSs, which I'm not the biggest fan of, LTS, but I do, from time to time, do it if I get into a lobby of an LTS. And some people say it's the worst, which I'm saying at least they gave us some new weapons, some new clothes, some new cars, and they didn't just give us the LTS creator, kind of like the capture update that was a few months ago, where the capture update was basically like, oh, here's an update, but all they added was the capture creator, so that kind of sucked. They didn't add anything else in that DLC. But a few weeks ago, I made a video about the top, my DLCs all in order of all the updates that came out. And if I were to make an update to that, which I'm probably not going to make a full update to that, but for this update, I would probably put that in between the business update, so probably behind the business update. So not the best, I like the business update, the High Life, and the Hipster all better than the LTS update. But it isn't a bad DLC. It isn't a bad DLC. Now, I don't know about the longevity of this DLC, because it didn't add too much. But I want to know what you guys think. Did you guys like this DLC? Did you guys not like it? I want to know what you guys think. So, hope you all enjoy. Feedback is always appreciated, and I will see you guys in the next video.